Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast. Joining as always is your host, Tricky, and after a week off, we have everyone back and Will with me as well. Butchered that intro, but we'll keep going.
You absolutely sucked that intro, but hey, mate, how are you going?
Not too bad, mate, not too bad. Obviously, we were going to record last week, but something came up for you last minute.
Yes, unfortunately, last minute.
Sorry.
Not what you want.
Nah.
Yeah. Back this week. Excited to be back. So, what'd you get up to on the weekend, mate?
Weekend. Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's right. Weekend, I did Berwick Springs v Emerald down Berwick Springs. Got my new Outer East media uniform as well. That was on the Saturday. And then didn't really do much other than that, other than commentate the footy, then watch footy, gym. It's pretty cruisy.
Just a cruisy weekend? Didn't go out or anything?
Nah, what about you?
Nah, nothing.
I went out the long weekend, the King's birthday, that Sunday.
Yeah,
then,
I did see that.
And then after that Sunday, after we'd finished at the first place, I was just like, not that I'm getting too old for it, I'm just like, it just doesn't excite me as much as it used to.
What do you mean? Like, you don't feel like kicking on or what?
Well, I didn't
want going out in general?
Going out in general, I didn't want to kick on, but old mate was getting the Uber and didn't ask me where he wanted to go, just said we're going to the pub. I'm just like, oh. But after it, I was just like, oh, it just doesn't excite me anymore. It's just like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not
like you can't be bothered going.
Yeah.
Well, not can't be bothered, but once you get there, you're sort of like, oh.
Maybe it is too because it's winter.
Maybe.
If that makes sense. But what about you? What'd you get up to on the weekend?
Literally just worked.
And how was camping?
Camping was unreal. Good to get away. Fuck, it was cold though. It was very cold. There was a first night, jumped in and it was cold. -1 it got down to, so pretty chilly.
Yep. Any stories? Anything happened to record?
No.
I'm convinced you go on trips now and you don't do anything.
What do you mean?
You never come back with anything, mate. Oh.
No, well, we just all we really did was sit around the campfire. We took the TV out, watched the Hawks beat the Giants, and watched that Collingwood and Melbourne game. Queen's birthday.
You're on some pretty heavy drinks.
Yeah, the old Bundaberg campfire.
That Sunday night, because I'd hardly started drinking because it was a last minute thing when me and Jane were going to go out.
Yeah,
and I was probably 4 drinks in.
Yeah,
and then you just messaged me. Then you messaged me
because did the Hawks play Sunday or Saturday?
You messaged me and then
the Hawks played Saturday.
Yeah. So when you messaged me, you just sent me a normal message, but then you followed it back up 5 seconds later, going, "Fuck, I'm blind."
Oh yeah. Because what happened was we went out. We woke up late because me and Jai got on it the night before on the Saturday when the Hawks played.
You're away. No rules.
And then we went for driving on the Sunday, and so we got up a bit later, and so we did one little track, and then because it was too late, there was no real time, or it was a bit risky sort of to go out because it'd been drizzling all day. Mm-hmm. So we're like, it's a bit risky to sort of go out because it'd be about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock by the time we got off the first track, and we're sort of sitting there like, we don't really want to do another track, get caught if it starts raining and stuff, get caught in the rain and the dark, you know. So we're like, we'll call it a night, go back to camp and just start drinking. And we had a few. Yeah. We had a few that night. So good fun just before we came home on the Monday. Because originally we were supposed to come home on the Tuesday.
And you said you woke up all right.
I did wake up all right, surprisingly.
I remember messaging you.
I was pretty pissed though.
I was waiting for I feel shit house, and I said, how you feeling, big fella? But felt all right.
Yeah, I felt good. I was in bed pretty early though.
What do you reckon that was? You were in bed.
About midnight?
No, because you messaged me back.
It was about midnight.
Yeah, it was past 1.
Was it just past 1?
Because I was leaving Sench.
Yeah, okay, it was just past 1 then.
And that we ran into a friend and you're like, first of all, who?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, here he comes.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I called it a night pretty early, and because the speaker was on low charge, so I'm like,
yep,
not going to charge it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I was sort of running out of drinks, or actually, I thought I was running out of drinks, but turns out I still had another 6-pack there, so I'm like, fuck.
Yep.
But it got pretty pissed. It's good fun.
So also, before we get into the footy chat too, we've been sending a voice message, and we encourage people to send in voice messages so we can hear other people's voices, although our voices are lovely and very good to hear.
They're quite cool.
We've got a voice message, but although we say it's a different voice message, he's a well-known person within the podcast family.
Hello, Tricky. Just driving, so I couldn't type. What's your thoughts on the AFL umpires coming out and, like, ticking off bad decisions? Like, what's the point of it? Like, it's not going to change the result of the game. It doesn't make fans feeling any better. Is it just them trying to justify that they're just fucking shit at umpiring? Like, I don't see the point in it. What a waste of my fucking time listening to that on Dwayne's World every fucking Monday. I don't care. Just get better at your fucking jobs.
So there's Connor there. What are your thoughts on that?
As in, like, what's my thoughts on the umpiring?
No,
umpires coming out.
Yeah, like, it's not going to change the decision in the end.
No, I don't think they should.
My response was, I don't see a point in them doing that unless
decision's been made.
Unless it's a suspension. Like, and I used the Braden Maynard as an example on Brayshaw. They're coming out saying how they saw the incident that resulted in the suspension.
Yeah. I understand that. I don't understand them coming out and being like, "Oh, we back the umpire that made this call in the game."
Yeah,
like that was the right decision, regardless whether they say it's the right or wrong decision. They're not going to change it, are they?
Yeah, sorry. A free kick you can't change, but suspension you can change. It's going to go over it. So that's always going to be an ongoing debate.
I don't think Connor was talking too much about. I agree with you with the suspension stuff.
Yeah, but he's talking about that. But I said that was my only thing where I say umpires can tick off on, but maybe getting clarification on why a certain decision was made is okay.
Yeah, I don't know about it because it's not. It's going to piss one. Regardless, it's going to piss one fan base off, regardless of whether they say yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it doesn't change the result of the game.
Yeah, as we just had a visitor come right to the window. I wonder if he just pokes his head out of the old foss.
I didn't notice that until you pointed.
Yeah, but so you on Connor's thing saying it's just pointless? Or?
Yeah, there's no point. It's not going to change the game. They're not going to reverse the decision. And half the time, most of the time actually, they're not even dropping the umpires that make these poor decisions. So, yeah, I don't see a point in it. I agree with Connor. Do you agree or disagree with Connor?
I agree. Because it's not going to change the decision. Sometimes maybe you do need clarification, but I feel like you're just going to dread on them. And what I said was, whether you come out and say and own you've made a wrong decision or you don't, us as fans, as bad as this sounds, are going to find a way that you fucked up already. Yeah. We're going to find some scenario and still bag you. As bad as that sounds, it's reality.
Yeah.
We're going to find something, whether you say it or you don't.
Yeah.
So you're probably better off just maybe saying nothing and just let the talk happen.
Yeah. Because the next week, there's going to be something else happen anyway. So it'll be old news within a week's time. So you may as well just ride the storm and get out of it.
The other thing, the talk was, did you hear about the salary cap and the father-sons and all that happening?
No. Sorry, I have heard talk about it. I haven't read into it too much, though. I heard Michael Voss on 360 last night.
Find it astounding how Laura Kane can come out and say it's going to affect this year's draft, and the clubs have been aware of it. Well, they clearly haven't, because they've planned for this year's draft, and now you're going to just go fucking shit it in their face when they've already set themselves up with enough point system.
Yeah, so do you want to just run over exactly what?
So I'm not across exactly what it is, but the point system and the salary cap is going to change where within the father-sons thing. So
okay.
Is it Carlton or Essendon that can get in the Camperelli twins?
I can't remember. I think it's Essendon.
But so they have enough points to get both at the moment.
Yep.
If she changed, and they've planned all that, they've set all that up.
Yep.
If what she says changes now, they can only afford to get one and not the other. But they've already set themselves up with enough points in the system, with the system that's allowed to do that.
Yep.
Which is just weird, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think it's a bit stiff.
I'll see if I can find the clip.
So I'm pretty sure what they're trying to do is they're going to make father-son selections worth more points. So it stops like this exact scenario happening where you can get, two father-son picks for a cheaper price. That's what I think is going to happen, which would kind of make sense.
Is this it?
And particularly if other things like...
I don't think that was it. But yeah, she just said that, and she's saying mid-season, this is another thing, we'll play this anyway, because it's about to do something we're good on mid-season trade period.
Yep.
We didn't get that much support for that, to be honest. The clubs, I think there was interest in trading of picks, but not as much interest in trading of players. Is probably a fair summary of where the clubs were with that, which seems to be the sentiment at the moment, particularly if other things like DVI or like the access to academy or father-sons was to change or become fairer in the club's eyes, there was less appetite for something like a mid-season trading of players. We didn't get that much.
So by the looks of it, if we take that...
Yeah, it sounds to me like they're going to... The father-son picks are going to be more expensive points-wise for clubs to acquire if they don't have the pick to select them.
Yeah.
So, for example, a team like Sydney at the moment, if they had a father-son who was going to finish in the top 5, they would have to pay quite a hefty points amount for that player, given that they've finished so... And Brisbane, for example, with Ashcroft.
Yeah. And she said clubs were aware of it, but then other clubs are saying that they're not aware of it, which is interesting.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they were aware that it was going to be put in place. Maybe they weren't aware that it was going to be put in place so quickly. Yeah, I feel like maybe they've put a timeline on it, for example, for next year, and now they're saying that they've got all the working out for it done, so they want to bring it forward to this year. And I feel like clubs aren't happy with that, which is fair enough, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They should, if they're going to put a timeline on it originally, they should not, revoke that original timeline. Yeah,
so pretty much what she said, I've already decided. She said it might impact this year's draft. The clubs have been made on notice. We've been talking about this for 12 months, and clubs are not aware of it, of what they're saying, that it was going to happen this year. They thought it was going to happen in a year's time, not now.
Yeah, so big miscommunication from the AFL there, and that could be detrimental to some clubs who
really could,
who have planned accordingly to acquire these players, and now they're not going to get the opportunity to get the players they've set themselves up for.
Friday night, mate. Do you want to kick us off?
Friday night, we had a... You know what? I don't think this should have been a Friday night game. When I think Friday night game, I think a bit of a blockbuster. I don't put these two teams in a Friday night slot. That's my first point before we even get started. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, exactly.
So, first we have Brisbane v St Kilda at the Gabba. 9-12, 126 defeated St Kilda. 16-10, 106. Goal kickers for the Lions. We had Danaher with 5. Morris 3, Hipwood with 2. McCluggage with 2. Lonerman with 2. We have Higgins with 5. King with 3. Butler 2. Henry 2. Owies 2. Disposals, Zorgo with 30. 9 marks, 13 intercepts, 8 rebound 50s. 755 metres gained. McCluggage 26 at 81% efficiency with the 2 goals. And Wilmot with 25, 92% efficiency with the 9 marks. For the Saints, Sinclair with 32. 10 rebounds, 10 rebound 50s, 10 rebounds, acting like the basketball, 7 score involvements and 600 metres gained. Wood with 22 with the 1 goal and 7 score involvements. Talking points we have here. Are the Lions back?
They're playing better footy, aren't they?
They are playing better football. However, I'm not convinced as of yet.
Yep, no.
I feel like they've got to show a bit more consistency with the wins. Maybe get another 1 or 2 on the board. And just quietly beating St Kilda at home by only 20 points, given the form they're in, probably isn't...
The only thing I'll argue with you there is St Kilda's defence is elite. They've been able to keep teams so low, and yet Brisbane's gone out and kicked 19 goals on them.
Yeah, true that. However, I do also, in a counter to that, I think St Kilda are playing a different, more attacking style of football, not really as defensive as they were.
Yeah.
In a bid to score more, because I feel like, although they were doing a lot defensively, their attack just wasn't there because they were playing too much of a defensive style. So I think they have changed that, or trying to change that. And
one of the best persons to watch in a post-press conference, I think, is Ross Lyon. Did you see him when they asked him about you scored?
Yeah.
I'll go home and light a candle.
Light a candle, blow it out. Yeah, I did see that. Saints score a big total, as we just mentioned, I do think, that is a change of game style from Ross Lyon, because he did say that he needs to play a bit more attacking football in one of his previous press conferences. I think it was against Hawthorn.
Yep.
He mentioned about how they do need to change things and how they were potentially going to overcorrect on that, and I think this is one of those overcorrections he was talking about, because it did... let Brisbane pile on 19 goals. However, I do like this play from St Kilda more. I don't know about you. Marcus Windhager had a tagging role on Lachie Neale. Neil ended up with 20 disposals and 7 clearances, which was a bit below what you'd expect him to get.
Yeah.
However, I think he played all right given the tag.
Yeah.
Some questionable free kicks were paid. This has just been a reoccurring theme.
Yeah.
Over and all the AFL. On the other side, Jared Berry went to Saints captain Jack Steele. Steele ended with 16 disposals, 5 tackles and 4 clearances. I feel like Jared Berry did an exceptional job.
Yeah, Berry's won that for sure.
Not to mention, Berry also got on the offense himself with 24 disposals, 4 clearances and 8 score involvements.
Yeah, he won that for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I love seeing when taggers can also
win the ball,
boost their own game as well. While
hello, Finn McGuinness.
Yeah.
No wonder you're playing VFL.
Oh, bit
yeah,
harsh.
no, that's a bit harsh.
But
it's probably fair.
Yeah, fair. Although
he's racking it up.
He was our best player disposals in one of our big losses. I think it was against Sydney.
Yeah.
An unusual report was made on Dan Butler for tripping Ryan Lester.
That was a fucking shock. That was so bad.
There was nothing in that.
When I heard him go, "You are on report," I was like, "Excuse me?
Yeah,
excuse me."
You'd expect like something like a free kick, maybe, but being on report, ridiculous.
100%. Saturday, and I didn't even mean to say that, but anyway, Saturday.
Didn't even mean to say what.
Don't worry. Anyway, Saturday. Western Bulldogs. No, I didn't. Western Bulldogs versus Fremantle at Marvel. And geez, didn't the Bulldogs show up? 23 goals, 11, 149, defeating the Dockers 12-10, 82 by a whopping 67 points. Now, a person who's been very good, probably the second half of last year and this season too, kicked forward was Riley West. And we're liking the way he's developing as a young player. Lob. Jeez, didn't he look good for 3? Oh, was marking everything. I'll talk about him later as I heard something. Hugo Hagen.
You heard something?
No,
Here we
go. Like a discussion.
Okay.
On the couch last night. Bontempelli 3, Hugo Hagen 3, Waitman 3, English and Gallagher all kicked the 2 as well. While Banfield and Sturt kicked 3 for the Dockers. Tracy and Jackson kicked 2 as well. Bontempelli had 30 to go along with 3 goals, 7 clearances, 5 tackles, 8 inside 50s, 3 goal assists, and 15 score involvements and 682 metres gained. We'll go over to that first talking point while we're touching on Bontempelli, but he has his own Michael Jordan type flu game there.
I was going to say he did. And that goal that he kicked, fended off a few, going back and snapped it through. He does have a Michael Jordan like flu game.
Everyone's talking about the likes of Isaac Heaney, Chad Warner in season, but I think they're missing Marcus Bontempelli. Marcus Bontempelli.
In what respect?
The season he is having right now.
Yeah.
Marcus Bontempelli, on stat wise, after round 14, is having the second best season ever by any player.
That's pretty good.
And do you know who he's sitting behind? Would be Gary Ablett Jr. 2014 when he was leading the Brownlow by 6 votes by round 14. Then remember when he did his shoulder?
Yeah.
And then lost it. And then it went Gary Ablett Jr. Gary Ablett Jr. 2013 when he won it. Yeah. And then I can't remember who the other. And then
probably
it was Paddy Dangerfield.
Oh, okay.
But that's just the type of season Bont's having. So he's still in it for the Brownlow medal race, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
We also had Bramble, had 30, one of your old boys.
I know.
30 at 93% efficiency, 1 goal, 10 marks, 9 score involvements, and 663 metres gained.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but he played a bit of time midfield.
I feel like he's mixing up between halfback and wing.
That's what wing, not midfield. I love that move for him. Mm-hmm. He's really adapted to that role well, and he's showing it with the stats he's getting.
Yeah, exactly. Bailey Dale, 30 at 80% efficiency as well, 7 marks, 8 intercepts, 12 score involvements, and 561 metres gained. Libba had 28 with 10 clearances, 5 tackles, and 10 score involvements. And Chalor's having a secretly underrated season, I believe, with 27, 5 clearances, 6 tackles, a goal, 2 goal assists, and 14 score involvements.
Yeah, he's leading the AFL in average disposals a game. Yeah. So definitely an underrated.
And he's actually hitting the scoreboard too. Sarong had 28 with 9 clearances. Clark had 26. Well, Young also had 26. We also mentioned Bontempelli's flu game. We mentioned that, but I feel like the Bulldogs are making a charge.
Yeah, that was a very convincing. I know a lot of people had Freo by at least 20 in this game. But especially coming off that game against Melbourne.
Yeah. The likes of Ed Richards coming back into that team is so important because do you know what that allows now? So they bring Ed Richards and he's made that move from halfback. Now he's a genuine midfielder.
Yeah, so now it gives him more rotation through the midfield.
Not just that, it now gives license to go, Bont, Marcus, come in the middle, then do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do centre bounce, then go forward. And how often do you see Marcus Bontempelli one-on-one or even in a pack in the forward line get outmarked?
Not very often.
So have that at your table to be able to use.
Yep.
It's just so...
Yeah, it's good to have that in your arsenal.
Exactly. But to be able to have that is just extraordinary. And this is the most... Here's one for you. This is the most the Freo defence have conceded in 3 weeks combined. So the last 3 weeks, if you combine them, not including this game,
Yep.
but 3 weeks prior to that, if you combine all their opposition's totals that was kicked against them...
It doesn't even combine
doesn't
to
add
this.
up to
That's
this.
ridiculous.
How good is that?
That just shows you how easily the Bulldogs were able to cut through that defense,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is quite a remarkable thing to do.
Now, Rory Lobb,
Yep.
what was that?
I don't know. From VFL superstar
Yeah,
to
like-
AFL star.
The question was that I heard on the couch last night, if we were talking about Rory, there was interest of Rory Lobb wanting to possibly move.
Again.
Yeah. What was
To
he
where?
worth? What was he worth last week? Not much. If you watched him play this week, you'd probably only throw 700 at him. The way he played,
Yeah, true.
19 disposals.
Is there actually a rumour he wants
Yeah,
to move?
19 disposals.
How long has he been at the Bulldogs for? 2 years?
Yeah, 9 disposals, 3 goals, 1, 6 marks. Also went into the ruck, had 7 hit-outs, 2 clearances. That's the type that you know he looked like he was just marking everything.
Yeah.
was-
He did play well.
Yeah.
He played very well.
Now, your boys,
My boys, Richmond v Hawthorn at the MCG, 6-13-49, defeated by the Hawks, 14-13-97, 48-point loss. We goal kickers for the Tigers. We had Bolton, Kaczynski, Campbell, Mansell, Martin and Taranto. For the Hawks, we had Chol with 4, Deer with 2, McKenzie 2, Watson, Ginnivan, Bruce, Moore, McDonald and Newcomb. Disposals, Taranto with 33, 8 clearances, 7 score involvements. Short with 25, 7 marks and 590 metres gained. For the Hawks, we had Sicily with a, I believe, season best 33 at 82% efficiency, 15 marks, 10 intercepts. 881 metres gained, and Newcomb with the 26, 1 goal, 11 score involvements. Dusty, very fitting, kicking the opening goal
I
in his
tell you
career in
what,
this game.
100% IQ. Hugo Ralphsmith.
Yeah, I know.
You
how
are...
good.
He could have just wheeled back
I
and
know.
set it up or gone for himself.
Just
but
saw Dusty stream
which one
past.
is it? Which one is it?
For what?
No.
What are you looking for?
Hugo Ralphsmith.
Take a bow, son.
Take a bow, son.
He's actually he's a very underrated player, Hugo Ralphsmith. I
But
reckon.
that to be able to give it to Dusty and just the finish on him. But keep going, mate.
Tim Taranto got off to a blistering start with the 12 disposals and a goal in the first quarter. That was quickly stopped by Connor Nash, who I reckon did a pretty good job in shutting him down.
Did
there.
finish with still 33, so he still was very good, I thought, Taranto.
Yeah. But when you come off 12 in the first quarter, you know,
Yeah,
pretty hard to stop.
exactly.
You've got here Nick Watson puts it all together. When he puts it all together, look out.
He's got all the tricks.
He does. He just needs a bit more poise in front of the goals.
Yeah.
Bit more confidence, and he'll be doing wonders. How is his little shush of the crowd?
Yeah, interesting.
I don't know about it after kicking 1 goal 3.
Interesting. But he did some really good things. Like, who did he kick that ball to running through 50 as well?
Dylan Moore.
Yeah, beautiful kick.
That was an unreal bit of play. Bounced right in front of him. He swooped on it. He's got some real speed too.
I'm telling you, when he puts it all together, look out.
Yeah.
He's going to be so dangerous. Just fixes up that set shot probably, and then I reckon look out.
One thing you don't have on here that I thought Marby or Chol had, I reckon, his best game of the season.
He's been having a very good season, I reckon.
He kicked 4 not only, but also put on some offensive pressure acts. That holding the ball he got with Cole Shadir, that was just unreal chase and hunger for the footy. Really, really good from him. And also Cole Shadir, he's having a pretty remarkable season this year, I'd say. For someone who they thought was not even going to get a game of AFL football, he is playing an unreal season. Moving on, mate.
Ah, yes. Saturday night, Adelaide v Sydney at the Adelaide Oval. All we need to know is Sydney got up by 42 points, and it was the Amartey party in full flight, Will. He was in full flight. The Amartey party went back and snagged 9. 9!
9 goals, 1.
9. Didn't touch the ball in the first quarter, then went, put it on my head, mate. I'll kick 4 in the second, kick 4 in the third, kick 1 in the last, then horse. What are you benching me for, son? Horse. Why are you benching me? I'm on track for 10 here. Like, what? Oh.
I think my favourite part of that night was it started off with we were messaging each other. It started off with Amartey's kicked one.
Here we go.
Amartey's kicked 3.
Dad started yelling down the house too.
Amartey's kicked 5, Will. 6. And then I turned it on. And then we turned it off, actually, because Sydney started coming back. So we're like, it's getting boring now.
And then I started messaging
And then we were just checking, me and Dad, and it was, he's got 7. He's got 8. He's got 9.
Didn't look like missing either.
He did not. He's got a pretty good boot on him. Anyway, mate, do you want to give us the goal kickers for the Crows?
Yeah, so Fogarty and Rankin kicked the 2, while obviously Amartey kicked the 9, and Adams and Heaney kicked 2 each as well. Laird had 34 for the Crows, or Hinge had 33, and Charlotte 27. Gordon for the Swans had 35 with 10 clearances and 768 metres gained. Grundy, unreal season. He's having 31 disposals, 24 contested, 49 hit-outs, 9 clearances as well to go with that. Heaney also had 29 with 2 goals, and some of the talking points, obviously, Marty Party dominates, but Brodie Grundy is putting together an All-Australian season, and there is probably a good argument to say he's Recruit of the Year.
Who's this, sorry?
Brodie Grundy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It's going to be between him...
Oh, no, he's second behind Massimo D'Ambrosio.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
But there's argument that he could be All-Australian of the Year. It's obviously going to be between him and Gorm, but there's no reason they can't play both, really.
True, but they do normally only go for the one ruckman, though.
Yeah. Adelaide got off to a good start. I was like, geez, what's happening?
They did. I honestly thought it was going to be about a 40-point win Adelaide's way, but the way Sydney was able to work it back was unreal to watch.
And Sydney are so far in front of everyone, it's not even funny.
Yeah, they are. Although I feel like Adelaide...
It's not even funny. What are they, was it 3 games clear or 4 games clear everyone in letter?
3 games clear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Ridiculous. What is it? They've only lost 1, and it was against Richmond.
Yeah.
But I feel like Adelaide did show that they can be beaten. You've just got to play some fast... What's the word
Stop
I'm looking
for?
Yeah, stop Amartey.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, you got to just play quick, efficient football.
Mm-hmm.
Get it from one end to the other as quickly as possible. And also, if you can break down their zone,
yep,
you can beat Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, it looks very hard to do.
Yeah, but geez, they're going to be dangerous to watch. Now we go into Sunday.
Game of the round.
Had to defib out. Oh, Jesus. But Sunday, North Melbourne v Collingwood at Marvel. The Pies got it done by 1 point. How's this goal kicking from North? 19-4, 118. Defeated by the Pies, 18-11, which is not too bad either. Not as much as 19-4, but 18-11, 119.
19-4 is extremely accurate kicking.
Larkey kicked 4, Zerha 3, Curtis, Sheasel and Cherry all kicked 2. Bobby Hill kicked 5, 3 of them in the last quarter. Schultz kicked 4 and Nick Dacos kicked the 2. Davies Uniacke, 31 disposals, 7 clearances and 6 tackles. Warlow, best game of his career, I reckon. He had 30 with 6 clearances, 3 goal assists and 10 score moments. Nick Dacos had 29 to go along with 2 goals, 6 clearances, 3 goal assists and 10 score moments. While Jack Cripps had 27 to go along with a goal, 6 clearances and 7 tackles. Now, tell me, Will, got an honest question for you. Why would you sub out your tagger when you've held Nick Dacos had 11 touches in the first half? Okay, he's gone to half forward in the third quarter, collected 7 disposals and kicked 2. But you sub him out and put 40-year-old Liam Shields onto him. And Nick Dacos goes and has 10 disposals in the last quarter and drives him home for that win. He was the driver.
Yeah, silly. You'd expect a coach like Alistair Clarkson to have a better judgment than that. I think it was fucking stupid.
People were saying it was his fatigue and maybe coming in because they're like, if you go watch Nick Dacos live and his capacity to have repeat sprint running efforts is like insane.
Yeah.
So I
understand fatigue, but surely you switch, even if you do take him off, you surely got to switch someone else onto him that can go with him.
But I feel like that's the best thing about Dacos is he can go to half back and go to half forward and he can still impact, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
but from a North Melbourne standpoint, you absolutely must. If you really want to hold on to a game like that, you must have someone run with Dacos. Because if it works so well in the first half, you've got to keep it going. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't go, oh, we're comfortable with this 54-point lead. We're gonna take the tagger off. Keep it till the very end. If it works, it works, and keep it that way.
And as you mentioned, North led by as much as 54 points in the third quarter.
I know, it's
but the
ridiculous.
never say die attitude of the Magpies just came fighting. This one's going to hurt the Kangaroos.
Yeah, look, if there was a game to really get your momentum and confidence up for a struggling team like North Melbourne, this was the one. Beating the reigning premiers, you know, on your home deck, in front of the home crowd, giving some of the boys their second win in their career, not to mention just a second win in a row for a season for a team that no one thought would win a game.
Yep.
It would have been absolutely crucial for their confidence, not only, but I feel like it would give them belief to try win more games, if that makes sense. They could go in every week with the mindset, we can win this game.
Yep.
And it would just make for better football for them.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's hard when little coaching errors, like, you know, the taking your tagger off and stuff, it really impacts young clubs like that. Because I don't know if you agree or disagree with me, but that would have done heaps for their confidence, especially
100%.
for such a young team.
Did Bobby Hill take Mark of the Year?
I believe he did.
Was that better than Elliott's?
I don't know. Oh, actually, no, Elliott's was pretty good. You'd have to see him side by side, but I'm pretty sure Elliott just gets him.
That's the only difference is Bobby Hill has had to do it on about 3 people, and then it's just come down and landed straight back on his feet.
You know the good thing about Bobby Hill's mark was he climbed up on one bloke, climbed up on the second, and the second bloke jumped and gave him a bit of a boost, so he got a bit higher, which was good to see.
Bryn Teakle's debut for North Melbourne. He becomes the second player to be picked up twice in the mid-season draft period.
Oh, first player?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
He played at Port Adelaide, was delisted played a couple games, I think it was 4 games at Port Adelaide, then picked up by North and actually looked all right. Kicked a nice goal, then was as a second ruck as well.
Yeah, nice.
And Callum Dawson also copped a 1-week suspension for the hit on Jack Chris. Now, the last game of the round, obviously with the buys kicking in, shortened rounds, but this is a cracker for you to go over, Will.
Unreal game of football. The Greater Western Sydney Giants versus the Port
There's definitely a very good
Adelaide
talking point down
Power.
there that we'll have a good discussion over, though.
Port Adelaide Power, 9-19-73 defeated the Port Adelaide Power 6-15-51. Goal kicks, Brown with 2, Green and Hogan with the 1. There's more than that, but I'm not going over it. Georgiades with 3. Disposals, we had Green with the 30, Whitfield with 28 at 89% efficiency, Kelly with 27 and a goal. Houston had 35 with 86% efficiency. We had Farrell with 30, 80% efficiency. Talking points. Inaccurate kicking.
What the hell? If Holty was here, he'd be going off his head.
I know. You know, you get paid the fucking big bucks to kick goals. You're the best in the country at the game, and you can't even kick more goals than behinds. I don't think a team. This is a bit of an exception because they both kick fucking shit out. I don't think a team should win a game of football if they do not kick more goals than behinds. That is the minimum benchmark for a game of football. Kick more goals than you do behinds.
Yep.
Fucking disgraceful. Toby Bedford looked good in the midfield.
Yeah,
though.
he did.
Had a bit of a positive from this game.
Went on the tagging role, and I feel like teams need to implicate this now.
Tagging's back.
Zach Butters can be tagged, 1. And 2, he doesn't like being beaten. So what's happened each time he's been tagged? He's been copped a fine or he's got a suspension. He's copped a 1-week suspension for hitting Tom Green.
Yep.
So he's always going to lash out. So Zach Butters, that's the new thing for if you're coming up against Port Adelaide, you need to tag Zach Butters.
Yep.
But Toby Bedford was the last person I expected to go and do it.
He did a very good job at it too. Bedford was sent to Butters. He only limited him to 17 disposals while having 16 disposals and a goal himself.
Here we go. This one hurt to type. This hurt. I love this man so much.
Is Tom Green becoming an accumulator? Do you want to elaborate on that one?
All right, Tom Green. I love the bloke. And I've always loved the way he plays. Gets his clearances. But at the moment, he's getting his 30, he's getting his 28, but he's not impacting a game. If you guys are a consistent listener and have been there, listening for a while, you remember me going off on, I think it was about 2 years ago, about Darcy Parish, when he was getting 35, 40, but not impacting the game. Tom Green's the new Darcy Parish. Yeah, I said it.
Oh,
I that hurt to type because I love him so much. Love his podcast in the green room too. Shout out to them. But I think, what do you think? He needs to be hitting the scoreboard. If not, So let's pull up his stats. I don't even think there was enough stats to even write about him in that game, if I'm being completely honest. So
I mean, he had 30.
he had 30. Yes.
But that's all you've got.
30. 6 score involvements, 4 clearances. No goals.
I feel like you can let the no goals slip if the clearances and, the pressure work's a bit more up there. Tackles?
2 tackles. Handballs, 20. Kicks, 10.
Very cheap. Very cheap disposals.
Now, I feel like he can change this around, and I feel like he could be the reason that happens. They need to get back into form. Tom Green needs to impact more games, needs to be kicking more.
How do you want to see him do that?
I want to see him not handballing 20 times and only kicking twice. I want to see him going in and getting a contested ball like he used to. 19 uncontested possessions on the weekend. I want to see more contested possessions because I know he can do it. I want to see him at least maybe pushing forward and getting a goal. If not, he needs to be getting clearances and he needs to be getting more metres gained than 235 because I know he's capable of getting the 500 plus metres gained.
Yep.
So, at the moment, Tom Green, I believe you're an accumulator. What do you think?
Yeah, I can definitely see the reason you say that. And
It hurt to say. Oh, my heart.
stings a bit to say, but yeah, he is becoming a bit of an accumulator. Very cheap disposals. He's getting the touches, but he's not a player you'll look at and go,
We'll just call him soft.
pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, anyways.
He's becoming a bit soft.
Oh,
He needs
no.
to go in, get the hard balls, really work the ball out in a much more manly fashion.
Manly, you reckon?
Manly fashion.
Jeez. See what everyone thinks of that one. But was that the last, if I look at it?
Dan Houston having another solid season.
Number 35 disposal of halfback. He's so good.
Good
He's
football.
so good.
Now, I just got a question. Did your Amartey player play in this game?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Did he? No, he didn't. No, he
All right,
didn't.
good.
No, I'm trying to think. No, I remember who it was. All right. Now let's move on to, what round was that? 14? That was 14, yeah? Was it 14? I didn't write.
I have a feeling it's... Oh, you didn't write it.
Yeah, that was 14.
Oh, no.
Round 14, team of the week.
You've already done it, haven't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you did a video on it.
No.
Oh, slacking off.
You're seeing things, mate. Why would I do a video if we're going to record it
Facts.
on a Tuesday today?
Facts.
It's round 14, team of the week. And that was just fucking unnecessary, wasn't it?
Okay.
You've cut the corner. You're about 20 minutes early on that one.
Okay,
Not
20.
20. Not 20. but-
20. Oh.
Starting off with the back line, we've gone Darcy Wilmot, Liam Jones, and Bailey Dale. Half back line, your man, Lockie Bramble.
Woo!
James Sicily and Dane Zorko. Across the centre line, I've gone Hugh McCluggage, Marcus Bontempelli, and Mason Wood. Across the half forward line, Riley West, Joe Danaher, and Isaac Heaney. Full forward line, Bobby Hill, Joel Amartey, the Amartey party. No, I won't do it. And Jack Higgins. In the midfield, in the ruck, is Brodie Grundy, followed by Errol Goulden and Nick Dacos. On the interchange, George Wardlow, Luke Davies Jr., Lockie Schultz, Nick Larkey, and myself is Jack Scrimshaw.
Oh, Scrimmer.
Hey, Scrimmer, you like that?
Scrim. He's having an unreal year,
Yep.
Scrimmer.
Mm.
Fucking unreal.
And now we move over. Will.
Yeah. What time is it? Do you hear that?
What's that?
9 goals.
It's time. Let's go. Tell you what, he would have had a good beer after the game too, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a vodka. We'll never know. But I'm gutted that he won the poll last week because now we can't even put him up for this week.
Yeah, true.
But my player this week is a player who had 21 disposals in the first half. And he's just a bull. He's a young player, and you'd love to have him on. And I don't know if he knows what an uncontested possession is at the moment, but I'm going with a young North Melbourne player. Finished off with 30 disposals. I'm going to go George Wardlow.
Oh, Wardlaw.
I reckon he'd be a good fun on the town too.
You reckon?
Yeah,
He'd be good value?
I've seen some photos of him out, and he's a lively character for that. It's a bit different.
Yep.
He's very open. Let's just say that, like up and about, and just himself, purely himself. So George Wardlaw, there's my pick.
Well done.
Who have you gone with?
I've gone with a gentleman who played an unbelievable game of football. He's actually been playing unreal games of football for the past, 2-3 years.
Oh, so yep.
He had 86% kicking efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
He had 8 rebound 50s.
Yep.
7 inside 50s.
Yep.
3 goal assists. 5 tackles.
Yep.
And 800 metres gained
Yep.
to go along with his 35 touches. Dan Houston.
What's he providing on a night out?
Lots.
What we reckon?
Lots. Well, mate, you can provide on the football field, and I reckon he'll be providing a bit on a night out.
Yep.
So get him in the team. I was almost going to go Nick Larkey because I did like, but I'd like to see him kick a few more in a game of footy for him to go through.
I'm sorry, I love Nick Larkey, but he showed up for one quarter.
Who cares? He kicked 4.
Showed up for one quarter.
How many goals have you kicked today?
He showed up for one quarter. I'm sorry, but I thought he was going to rip the game apart from us, but he kicked 4 in the first, and Billy Frampton just had to send him back, and then my boy Billy,
Frampton,
my boy Billy,
the worst player to ever get a premiership medal.
My boy Billy just sorted him out. He just added another one to his mantle. He shut down Harris Andrews.
Turn it up.
You name it, he shuts them down.
Anyway, that is the Amartey Party 2 players for this week. That is fucking disgusting, mate. There's a mute button there for that. Disgraceful.
No.
Again, he's gone again.
No, I haven't.
You're fucked. Anyway, guess what time it is?
Don't steal my things. Don't say guess what time
I
it
can
is.
do what I want when I want to do it.
No, you can't.
Are you going to do something about it?
Yeah, I am, actually. I am.
No, you're not.
I am.
Anyway, Tricky, believe it or not, said he had one.
Yeah, but
for
it's
this
your
week.
segment, so...
Yeah, I know it's my segment, but
No.
you know, my mother always taught me to let the guests go first. So, you're the guest in this segment. So
I was going to say this segment because other than that, you're in my fucking house.
fair enough. But in this segment, you are the guest. So, do you want to give us your play on or not on?
All right, play on or not on? We're going to the roads. I'm driving out my Subi.
Oh, his new car, the Whip.
Turbo may I add. But just driving around.
Oh, I was trying to get the Formula 1 we've got.
I think we deleted it.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah. We deleted it because it was just annoying.
Damn it, I was trying to be a smart ass.
Driving down. So you're driving on the road. I'm in the Subi.
Yep.
Driving around. Now, question is, on the roads, you see a speed camera.
Oh, I've just been done by a speed camera.
Oh, you naughty boy, have
In
you?
Frankston, yeah. 10K's over.
Fuck.
Not good. Not good. Anyway.
Play
continue.
on or not on?
Got the fine today.
Play on or not on? Drive past the speed camera.
Yep.
Flashing oncoming cars. To tell them.
Oh, play on.
Play on?
Big play on.
Big play.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Fucking oath, mate. How far are you doing it for, though?
It's illegal.
I know it. I know.
Yeah.
But
It's a play on.
it's a play on.
Because I'd want it, because this is my theory.
Yep.
If I'm on the road and I'm coming up to a speed camera, I'd want, if someone warns me,
Yep.
I'm like, fuck you,
I'm doing one of these ones. I'm doing this.
cheers,
Thanks, mate. In fact, I might even go the arm out the window.
Yep.
Cheers, copper.
But
How far are you doing it for
you're not
after
doing it.
the speed
You're not
limit?
doing it very close. You're going
No,
up.
I'm saying how many? What's the length you're doing it for?
I'll get the measuring tape out next time and let you know. But no,
I'm going about 4. If there's 4 cars that come past, I'll do it.
yeah,
And about maybe 700 metres from the speed camera.
Yeah.
Because that gives enough time to slow down, And I feel like then it becomes the car behind its responsibility.
back up on that. Play on or not on? Not waving when someone does something too nice to you on the road.
Courtesy wave must.
Yeah.
It pisses me off and it annoys the fuck out of me when you, especially in peak hour traffic, because back when I went to uni, I was driving to Point Cook and back every day, pretty much every day. And there's some wicked traffic on the Monash, as we all know. And when you let someone come over, especially, where it splits off to go, you keep going towards Clyde Road or you come off the South Gippy. Mm-hmm. People, they fuck that up. A lot of congestion through there. So you let people come over and they go and they cut through. No wave. It pisses me off. It gets me really, really angry.
I saw someone, I reckon about a week or two ago, and I don't know, I might have my window down a little bit, but I was like, ho, big fella, because there were, someone like tooted someone, they cut him off, and they come up to a light.
Yeah.
The guy just parks his car, gets out his car,
Bullshit.
walks over and goes, and just I can't hear what's going on, but he's just going, yeah, and I'm just
Like
going,
doing the old point,
I'm just sitting going, this is fucking unreal. I'm driving past and I'm like, this is unreal. I had a great laugh to myself. He just full on got out and was like, and then just after that, then just got in his car and then waited till the light went.
Fair enough.
But I was just like, oh, that's unreal.
That's fucking good. That's good.
But I'm pretty sure it was he was in the wrong.
Who, the guy that got out?
From what I could see, it looked like he cut him off a bit, and he just wasn't happy that it
Well,
was.
that happened to me the other day.
was getting the two.
I was driving to clean up Dad's car after taking it camping, and this bloke's cut in front of me. I'm telling you, almost clipped me. So I've got on the fucking horn. And he just gets out the window and he just gives me the double bird salute.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Just blurt out, and I've gone, fuck this. He goes to turn right at the lights. I jump in the turning lane and he fucking speeds off.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, you fucking dog.
Yep.
It really annoyed me. Anyway, my play on or not on for this week. You know when you're at the football.
Yeah, I'm at the footy. Having a few scones.
Having a few beers. Having a few beers. You're sitting there and you've got...
Can I throw a hot dog in there?
You've got a family. Well, not a family. Maybe even a father and son, mother and daughter. Anyway. And the kid behind you is just repeating what everyone else around him is saying. Like, I'm talking the ball, abusing players, all this, but they just keep chirping and they're saying it non-stop. Play on or not on. I'm talking 8-year-old kids
So
here.
you're saying play on, not on 8-year-old getting in on adult bickering and abusing?
Yes.
Well, that's just not on. And I'll tell you what, this mirror over here, next time you go to the game, take that mirror, show it to the parents. They didn't have a good long hard look at themselves. Is that how they're raising their children? That's a not on.
Also,
if that was my kid, I'd be like, hey, none of that, cut it out. Wait, I can say it. Doesn't mean you can. Well, if that's the case, maybe you shouldn't be saying it, because if you can't control your kid not to say it,
yeah,
without you doing
monkey
it,
see, monkey do.
Maybe you shouldn't be able to do it. Maybe you can't get on the beers. If that's the case,
no hot dogs for you, mate.
next minute you know it, he's 9 and he's on the beers with you. Like, who knows? Like, what's it come to?
And I've got another one.
Yeah.
And it's your own supporter base, play on or not on, your own supporter base bagging players.
Play on.
No, but I'm talking.
What?
I'll give you an example
Yeah, okay.
of this. I think it's play on in some instances, not on in others.
Okay, give me an example.
So there is a bloke who sits in my members area just behind me.
Good bloke.
I don't like him at the moment because he's picking on some newer players for the Hawthorn Football Club.
Wouldn't be the Wiz, would it?
Oh, you've nailed it on the head.
No, let me tell you.
Let me tell you. I'm talking Wiz's maybe second or third game. Yep. Second, I think, maybe. And he missed a goal. It was like when he kicked, I think he was 0 goals 5. So he was early. And this bloke, he missed I'll say an easy-ish goal. But it's AFL football. He's a young bloke. So
I'm assuming this guy's fat too.
He's not. He's not fat. Well, I don't know actually. He wears like a Kathmandu jacket.
Oh yeah, that'd be right.
The old polo over the top.
Oh, that'd be right.
But he gets up and he screams, "Pick 5! What a waste of pick fucking 5!" And I've just sat there. I'm like, bit harsh. It's his second game of football, man.
Did you say it to him or not?
I didn't say it to him.
Week's piss.
But
that's not not on for you not saying something. It's
former
guest of this show.
I know.
Ride us on your back and go, hey, he's a fan of the Up the Guts podcast. He's been here. He's part of the family.
What should I have said? Come on, mate. It's game number 2.
What have you got after this? Where are you going after this?
Where am I going after this?
Oh. Is that not teaching you anything? Have you not got boxing after this?
I do have boxing after this.
Put that into real life, mate. He talks about the Wiz again, a former guest.
You reckon bit of hoodles?
No, just let him know. Just like, hey, we don't cop that around here.
What instance are you saying play on to that, though? Like play on to bagging your own players?
Oh, like when you go, oh, for fuck, come on, you're useless today. Like, oh, no, not even that. Just like, oh, fuck's sake, come on.
So like a bit of, Jack Gunston had a bit of a shit game a couple of weeks ago. So pulling the old Jack Gunston, I think it's time, mate. Pulling one of those? Or is that not on? That's what I'm asking.
No, that's...
What about
if
Steele side bottom? Steele, you're fucking shit. I think it's time, son.
If you're the opposition, that's all right. But if you're on the team, no. Like, you can go, oh, you are pissing me off today, Steele. Hit a target!
Win a hard ball.
Is that not all right?
I think that's all right.
But
I think not on bagging him the way that bloke was bagging him.
Next time,
waste of pick 5.
Next Hawthorn game, bring me along. I'll fucking sort him out. Don't you worry. I'll sort him out.
Now, I'm going to go into...
Oh, I got a story about the tips.
Oh, no. Lay it on me, son.
Friday night.
Oh, no.
Laying on my bed, getting ready for the game.
Yep.
I walk out. It's been about 2 minutes. The game started. I go to Dad. Fuck. Didn't submit my tips.
Oh.
I could do all the rest of the games, but I couldn't do the Friday night game. Was going to tip Brisbane.
Yep.
Brisbane won, but I would have got St Kilda as the away team, I reckon. Probably.
Yeah, you would have. You did.
So I'm spewing. I'm absolutely spewing, and I feel cheated by the system.
Yep.
Got no, like, they're sending me these emails, but they're not coming through, the notification bells. I just feel a bit cheated by the system, so I'm going to have a talk to ESPN Footy Tips. Just, just feel a bit cheated.
Wait, what? Oh, far out. I thought, yeah, fair enough. All right, so we got, I'll just do the top 10.
If I lose this competition, just know I feel cheated. It's discrimination because I'm used to winning these tipping competitions, so just know it's discrimination if I don't win it.
Yeah, shut up, mate. So we have Reese.
They don't like me.
With the 81 total tips in first. Jai in second with the 80. JD Hawks fan 15.
He's still going strong.
In third with the 79 tips. JC in fourth with 79. I think Corey.
Yeah, it's Corey.
In fifth with the 79.
Yep, he's let me know.
Tom in sixth with 78. Catastrophe, I'm just going to say. Seventh, with the 76. Myself in eighth with 76.
I'm falling, and I've been well.
Ninth is Connor with 75. And 10th is my co-host Tricky in 10th with 75. There were 5 people that got perfect. 1, 2, 3,
Yep,
4,
2 people in my house.
6.
Two people in my
Yeah,
house.
Foss did.
I don't know if Mum did, but I know I would have if I
Corey
wasn't.
did
If I
and
wasn't,
Foss did.
I know I would have got a perfect 6 if, again, I wasn't cheated by the system.
Can I just say, who the fuck's taken Adelaide against Sydney? And big shout out to Mum. She took St Kilda, Freo, Richmond, North. Disgusting. Anyway, this week, Blues v Cats at the G.
Blues.
I've gone Blues by 8. Port v Brisbane at Adelaide Oval.
Port Adelaide.
Yeah, I've done the same. Giants v Sydney at Giants Stadium.
Giants v Sydney at Giants Stadium. Sydney.
Melbourne v North at the MCG.
Melbourne.
Now, as of this current stage, North are only paying $4.75, and 29% of tippers have tipped North Melbourne at this current stage.
Yep.
Ridiculous. Essendon v West Coast at Marvel.
Essendon.
And Freo v Gold Coast at Optus.
Freo.
I've gone Gold Coast.
Why would you go against Freo at Optus?
I've gone Gold Coast. I just don't, mate. They got drubbed. They got drubbed.
It's not happening, mate.
Okay.
Gold Coast can't play away from
Where
home.
are you on the ladder?
Gold Coast can't play.
Where are you on the ladder? 10th? You 10th?
Tipping.
Yeah.
I was going to say 3rd.
You
But
10th?
No, Gold Coast have not won a game, not at home this year yet.
It doesn't matter. It's first for everything.
And they're not starting.
There is a first for everything, and they are going to start against Freo at Optus.
They're not starting by winning
They
their
are.
first away game in Perth. If you said it maybe they won an Adelaide game, I'll take that. But they're not winning their first game in Perth.
Yes, they are.
No,
Yep.
they're just not all right. All right.
If it happens, $10.
No, if it happens,
$10.
I've got to do 2 push-ups for every point that the margin gets done by.
All right, done. Good deal.
Fuck, better not be a big margin if they lose.
Yeah.
They get up by 60. Ah, shit. Doing 120.
120.
Doing 120.
And you've got to do it on the podcast.
Oh, I can just record it.
Well, you can record it. Yeah, sorry. And now I've got the super coach up, mate.
Oh,
so,
dear, mate. Yeah, it's good to
I
hear.
do. Oh, I almost won this week, considering I haven't touched my team in about 3-4 weeks.
There's one person that's climbing the ladder, and I'm not happy with it.
Connor, isn't it?
I'm just not happy.
It's Connor, isn't it?
Yeah,
So in first, we have Burke's Battlers.
Lost to him. I lost to him.
In second, we have Colonel Sanders. In it to win it in third. Hot Pies in fourth. Always winning in fifth. Riles in sixth. Mavs team in seventh. Wang's out for 2 metre in eighth. Fiddler in ninth. Greeky in 10th. Ethan's Dream Team in 11th. Tricky in 12th. Wax on Westoff in 13th. Zaddy in 14th. Wet Toast Eagles in 15th. And Ben Cousins in
He's having a good
place.
season.
0-13.
Yeah.
I'm 3-10. Fuck. Fuck, that's not good.
Yeah. I won 2 out of my 3 games this week, and of course one of them had to be...
What's my team actually looking like? Like, what did we score this week?
It's 1800.
I have Sheasel, Whitfield did all right. Bramble did good. The 3 backmen I had all scored over 120.
My captain was elite. My captain was elite. Brady Grundy.
Oh, I had a lot of players out this week.
Got to bench him, mate.
A lot of players out this week.
Got to bench him. Just takes your best.
I've also had Jake Waterman in. I don't think he's played for like 4 weeks now.
Anything else, mate?
No, mate, I think that's about it. Getting keen for the second half of the season.
Yes.
No more buys after this round.
Oh, thank the Lord.
No more buys after this round. You know what? They should just give everyone a buy at the same time.
Yep.
So that no one gets a bit of an unfair advantage. Just give everyone the buy at the same time, and then showcase a bit more of the talent league stuff. That'd actually be a good time to start the AFLW as well.
Yeah.
During the buy round, gives everyone a bit of free time to go down and actually watch it. Then they're not competing with the AFL. It's not a bad idea.
Oh, we'll get on Laura Kane about that one.
Yeah, true. I'll send an email.
Yeah, no worries. But thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. As always, you can find this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Make sure to put your notification bell on, follow the show, subscribe, and then also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and we also do a bit of Facebook as well. So until next time, see ya.